welcome back. My name is Reynas. Today, I'm going to teach you how to make corn porridge from scratch with just simple ingredients. Don't need anything much for this recipe, so just watch keenly and see what I'll be using. I have my dry corn. As you can see, it's really dry. I have water and I have my bowl that I'm going to use for this recipe. So right now I'll have to document everything I'll be doing from day 1 to day 4. As you can see, I just added my corn into my bowl. I'll top it up with water and I'll let it sit for 4 days for proper fermentation to take place. So just watch keenly and you will see from day 1 to day 4. After topping it up with water, you have to cover it up with a lid. I mean an airtight lid. You let it sit somewhere. It can be on the counter or anywhere. Can you see how clear the water is? I want you to put an eye on the water and you will see the changes as the days goes by. So right now, I'll let it sit here and let's document day 1 and see the changes. Here is our day 1. As you can see, the water is changing color. And if you look at the top, let me open it up so that you can see properly. You will see some foams at the top of the water. Can you see that? So this is the beginning of fermentation. Right now, I'll have to cover it up again. And let's see how day 2 is going to be. Here is our day 2. Look at the color of the water. Then look at the changes in the fermentation process. Let me open it up again. Can you see? Look at the color. Look at the foams. That is it. Right now, we have to cover it up again for day 3. Let me quickly open up again. I want you to look properly. The color of the water is getting darker. Look at how foams are covered everywhere. And our day 4 will be filled up with foams, which is the actual fermentation because we needed to soak this corn for 4 days. Here is our day 4. Look at it. Look at the water color. Then let me open it up again. And you will see, look at that. This is a proper fermentation process at day 4. So right now, watch what I have to do from this day 4. Don't skip, please. Right now, I'm going to strain out the fermented water using our strainer. After that, I'll go ahead to wash my corn properly. Can you see that? Strain out everything. Now I'll open up the tap. I'll wash my corn thoroughly before blending. Wash as many times as you can. Can you see my corn is properly washed? It's clean. So all I have now is my blender, the corn, and just water. The water is just to ease the process of blending. Now I have to top it up with some water That is it. And then I'll have to blend. So because I want the corn to be properly blended, like I want it to be homogeneous, I'll blend as many times as possible. I'll not overfill my blender because I want it to be properly blended. And after that, I'll go ahead to sieve my corn. So after blending, I still have my bowl. I'll just have to pour it in the bowl as many times as I can. After pouring it, I'll have to top it up with water. I'll let it sit for a while. Then I'll go ahead to sieve my corn. Can you see that? I just poured in another batch and another. So right now, I'll just have to add a little bit of water. I'll mix up everything. I'll let it settle. Then I'll have to come with my sifter and I'll have to sieve it because I don't want any particles in it. Can you see that? It's actually separated. So all these foams at the top, I'll just have to take them out and throw them away because we don't need that. Here's what I'll be using to sieve my corn. Okay, as you can see, I have my very clean bowl where I'll be sieving my corn. Just take out all these foams because we don't need them. And after taking it out, we'll just go ahead to sieve it as many times as we can. Right now, it's time to sieve our corn, our blended corn. Can you see? Take your time to do it. Do not rush. Do it as many times as possible. So right now, the one that is left in my sifter, I'll have to wash it again with some water and sieve it again. Can you see that? I'm done sieving it. So I'll let it sit. Then I'll strain out the water at the top and I'll transfer the paste into my clean bowl. As you can see, I'm going to sieve this again for the second time and even the third time, or why not the fourth? Can you see how clear it is right now? Can you see that? Because the first time we had a lot of waste and the second time we have less. And if you keep doing that, you won't find anything. We are done. So at this point, let it sit like for 30 minutes and you'll see how the water is separated from the actual corn paste that we are going to use for the porridge. Watch keenly. Can you see? The separation is very, very clear. You can see the water at the top and you can see the paste at the bottom. So right now we'll have to strain all the excess water. And after that, this is what we have. Can you see? That's minutes later. So at this point, we will have to let it sit again like for one day. And then tomorrow morning, we'll have to prepare our corn porridge. Please do not miss out this part because it's very, very, very important. Okay? So keep watching, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Okay, my dear friends, here is the next day. So we have to prepare this as our breakfast. Follow keenly to see what I'm doing so that you will not miss out this step because it's very, very important. The preparation is very, very, very important. So right now I'll get a bit of paste. I'll put it in a bowl. I'll mix it up with some cold water. Meanwhile, I have my pot of already boiling water on the stove. Mix it up properly and then take it to the water. Pour everything into the boiling water. Mix properly so that we shouldn't have any lumps or bumps in it. It's very, very simple to prepare. Can you see the consistency? So at this point, make sure you add your sugar, honey, or whatever sweetener you need for this preparation. And voila, it's ready. Pour in your bowl. And this, I'll be serving it with some hot puff puff that I just made this morning. If you come from Africa, especially from Cameroon, this recipe is common. Add your milk, mix properly. This recipe is always like a roadside something. Very early in the morning, it's like street food. You will serve this thing, corn porridge or pap with some puff puff or whatever is suitable for you. Can you see that? I can't wait to eat my yummy, yummy corn porridge this morning with my sweet puff puff from my kitchen. Thanks for watching. Bye.